This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Washington football team. Set to go from Detroit as Matt Prater approaches and booms it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be blocked out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. And incomplete to open things up.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Smith. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Smith. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Smith looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerron Harmon. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a line first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
6-yard pickup.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. To the air again, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Adrian Peterson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7. Washington.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibson, and he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Washington.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Washington nothing.
On first down, Smith. And he'll let this one go deep for Chuck. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Smith. And he'll complete this to Gibson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Smith slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
Brought down.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. Well, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second and 11 now. Stafford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this one taken in by Cephas. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Second down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with third and 9 looming. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. To throw is Stafford. His pass caught with the 4. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jesse James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Lions 14. Washington, nothing. To kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over first and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Second and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Smith. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 40 now on second down, Smith. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Smith.
Well, he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Gain of 12.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Smith now, operating from the gun. And this one is incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, but it's going to be second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Smith.
That one slant to McLaurin. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again is Smith. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring him second down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, Smith.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Running is Swift.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. I like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now it's Stafford. Steps away to his left. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the 1st.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Stafford now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going. Looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run with Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Lions 21, Washington 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Smith. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
To throw is Smith. On the left side, this is Stills. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Ball carrier.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Complete to Antonio.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Washington.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
He was brought down by...
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and goal, Smith. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
at their own 8-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Lions on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Swift. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Now they'll run the toss here to the wide side of the field. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Lions on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 7. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Washington.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now let them try again on 2nd down. On the slant, this is Chark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Washington on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's second down. Throwing again. Allen. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Allen off the play fake. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Allen again to the right side and complete to Thomas. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Lions, there will be a few sighs of relief, no doubt, in that locker room as they get their first win in 9 tries. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.